here we are in beautiful Brookings, Oregon. We are tuning in to the KCIW LP radio station of Brookings, Oregon. KCIW, this is Quality Living with Peaceful Support. I am Amanda Whittemore, and we love to invite listeners to participate, whether you want to get here in the studio, or if you just want to have a phone conversation or an email, you have an idea. Please, listeners, do participate. This is your radio station. It's volunteer-ran, donation-based. Phone number to call, 541-661-4098. Yes, those cellular devices that you walk around everywhere with in your hand, they make phone calls. They're not just text machines. So please do pick up the phone and call. If you want to email, that's okay too. We got contact@kciw.org. And we super duper appreciate all of your support and all that you do for the radio station. It's one of the most beautiful, peaceful, supportive tools and avenues that we have to communicate with our community. Facebook is kind of, taken over, and it's very visual, and YouTube also. Those are all phenomenal, good visual aspects of community communications. However, I'm a big fan of radio, obviously. We're here once a week, so we appreciate you guys tuning in. And on the Quality Living radio program, we invite all walks of life to come forward. We invite them to join us here in the station. And you can find me at Reps Gym if you want to talk to me in person. I'm usually there Wednesdays or Mondays or Thursdays. You just ask, and you can find me there at Reps Gym doing yogas or Pilates or some other wild and crazy activity. We love being able to incorporate all the different formulas of motion and sound and healing. And we bring that through inviting people to join us, because that's the way we grow. And that's how it feels best, is to work together. And when we bring our guests in, they usually have a really good purpose. They have a really sound mind. Most of our guests are just someone that you really want to pull up, your favorite fruits or a beverage and watch the sunset as you listen to who they are and have a quality moment with us. And if you've yet to heard about IYG, it's just as cool as LIB. And if you know what that is, then there's no room for explaining. However, IYG 2025 is International Yoga Gathering, and it's a moment where we encourage all of the brave talent and brave neighbors and community members, and those who are maybe afraid and not so brave and just really don't want to go to the park and listen to music without their chair. You can do it. We have yoga mats for everybody, and it's a full day of movement, music, delicious teas, natural whole foods, something for everyone. It's well designed. The International Yoga Gathering is a moment of showcasing our purpose with peace and movement, with musical talents, and you as our listeners as the centerpiece. And as we know, Sundays at the park, we always have chairs. However, we may allow chairs on the sidelines. I haven't decided yet. We as a group have not decided. However, there's no chairs on the grass. Everyone's moving or sitting on their yoga mats, because you deserve this. You are worth it. And one of our most phenomenal supporters and co-creators of the International Yoga Gathering is here with us today, Cara Ringland. Hey, Cara.
Hello.
Hey.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. We are so excited. Cara is an iridologist. You may have heard her on previous shows. Health is Wealth. There's a trilogy that is out for listening. Please do take a moment and go to kciw.org/qualityliving.com so you can hear all about Cara Ringland. And tell us what's going on with you today, Cara.
Well, hello. I am excited to participate in this show and, looking at the seasons changing rather rapidly, it's brought to mind the concept of change and choosing a healthy acceptance of new growing experiences is what my motto is for change, because we can let change take us over or we can march into it with our eyes open.
Ooh.
And, with IYG, or the International Yoga Gathering, I was so excited to participate with you in 2023. And I see that 2025 is set for having an incredible offering for Brookings, Oregon. I am the founder of Body Temple Health, and we are a platform that offers iridology analysis, as well as offers an area for teachers and practitioners to bring their purpose and showcase their passion there on a virtual platform. And we are curating courses for life coaching, wellness coaching, as well as within the Thai massage. And something that we haven't really touched in on the previous shows is that I am a registered Thai massage instructor in an affiliate with Spirit Wind School of Thai Massage. I teach accredited Thai massage around the world. I have an opportunity just now brewing where I'll be taking my trainings international. And I'm currently crafting a new approach to massage that infuses everything that I've learned with energetic medicine, aromatic medicine, and using essential oils, as well as herbs that are strong and pungent in their aromas. And in Thai medicine, we actually make herbal concoctions and compresses, especially to penetrate the nerves, the ligaments, the organs, and do deeper work for nerve regeneration, especially. And so I will be bringing and featuring an herbal workshop at IYG 2025. You can find the details on our website, bodytemplehealth.com. Click the link for IYG 2025, and you'll see all the particulars about this up and coming event for Brookings, Oregon, where all walks of life, healing advocates, health advocates are going to be there. In 2023, we just had an incredible showcase of sound healers. We had acoustic musicians, we had Tai Chi, and several yoga facilitators. And I'm really looking forward to see what comes together for this coming year. We've already had so much interest and participation. I want to say thank you to all the volunteers. And want you to also know that we have a Facebook page, International Yoga Gathering, and you can get on there at any time if you'd like to chime in. We have a new moderator, Christopher, who's also helping us there, and we are so happy to have his enthusiasm on the team.
Yeah, he'd be very thankful to hear that.
Absolutely. Yes. And, what we're really wanting to promote is quality living and peaceful support through community engagement, right? And so we, of course, showcase a lot of wellness, because if you're without health, health is your wealth, right?
Very true.
So we need to be in able bodies to be able to live out the dreams of our life that we see in our minds. And so working with iridology for me has been a great tool, because when I look at the eyes, and it's called iridology analysis, You look at the colors, the patterns, the shapes, the textures to identify genetic strengths and weaknesses that we've inherited from our families. And then how to fortify the weaknesses and how to maintain our strength so we don't have health crisis as we grow older.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of this is obviously diet, lifestyle, movement, mindfulness practices. But as you and I both know, a great deal of it is through community and having that peaceful support, because being alone is often what drives the behaviors that create pain and suffering, whether it's depression or dealing with coping mechanisms. And that's where we want to be able to invite people to come, be yourself, move your body, and start to generate relationships and networking and start to live your dreams. And the one thing I wanted you to share with the audience today is how excited we are to literally get to showcase everything we're doing with IYG in relationship to having invited Wild River Film Festival. Can you tell them a little more about this, Amanda?
Oh, well, so the vision that came through for having IYG, International Yoga Gathering, at the Azalea Park was to give appreciation to all the nonprofits that work blood, sweat, tears, soulfully invest and are so devoted. Their majority of them are retired, and their families are saying, didn't you retire? Because they're doing these like full-time plus overtime plus like so much engagement and activity to these nonprofits that they strongly believe in. And there's so many of them in Brookings, and they all fuel a different part of the community at different times and different seasons. And I've been so gracefully invited to participate and be on the board or whatever level I've participated with. I've been fully supported in the most peaceful way and beyond belief. And so it's a moment to showcase all the nonprofits, to give them room to breathe and move and be seen in the community, and a full day to do to gift more information, because when they're on and they're running their productions, they don't have time really, other than, hey, do you want to volunteer? We can plug you in here. We're doing this right now. This is happening. And it's so busy with the nonprofits because we're so limited to our resources that a platform to open up and network. We've had a couple of mixers. Thank you to the Chamber, which is so appreciated at the Grange and other places. And so we just keep growing that vision, and especially Harmony and Me Music Outreach. They will definitely be showcased up on the stage. And Wild Rivers Film Festival also. It's a day for them to sit down, put up their information, and relax and be pampered, and have all the guests and tourists and people in town come out to the park and just enjoy a day with your community. And the aim is that some of the filmmakers have shown interest to film IYG and make it some type of a special piece that could be entered into the film festival. And so
I love it.
The whole evolution of showing our work, showing the amount of effort that we put in, and then taking a day to really gel together and just have a moment of appreciation and record it, videotape it, like put it into this beautiful cyber world that is a media platform just like the radio. and it's visual, and even KCIW, we would love to have them have a booth and a tent set up where they can enjoy beverages and get massages and do yoga and have all the fun, and really just be honored and respected and appreciated.
I love it. That sounds incredible, especially because we know all the volunteers, all the women and men who've put their blood, sweat, and tears into producing these community outreach nonprofits. Really just need to take the limelight and get to be celebrated. And we're excited to also have vendors and other teachers and practitioners who will be showcased there as well. I know I'll actually have, of course, be teaching the Thai massage essential oil training, and I'll have my book, Awaken and Become a Tree of Life, always be cleansing there, as well as bringing my iridology camera. So if people are looking for professional eye photos, they can get them on site. If you'd like to get an iridology analysis prior, you're welcome to go to the bodytemplehealth.com website and look up iridology analysis. And you can click the link to follow instructions for videoing your own iris at home for a reading, a mobile reading. And I am offering a special for the next 2 months as we greet the holiday season to focus on detoxing. And I'm doing a 2-for-1 buddy system plan right now. So it takes the fees down considerably for each participant, and it also gives you a built-in accountability buddy so that you are able to see more success in your lifestyle transformations.
So good. That's so good.
Well, and I'm excited to showcase you as well, Amanda. One thing that, peaceful support. You are incredible at what you offer in your community, and I'm excited to see that be showcased as well. Would you like to talk a little more about your peaceful support endeavors?
Well, it is a true calling that, God, Spirit, Creator, however whatever resonates with you, not to say whatever, however the unknown, the grand source of energy that keeps us alive and breathing has asked me and guided me to become and operate as a end-of-life doula. And that, I've learned, does not necessarily mean death. However, I do work with all ages that it's time for them to leave their body, whatever their sickness or illness is, and they have to leave their body. I stay with them and guide spirit. And it's a lot of work before and after with the family and with the person passing. We do yoga, we do nutrition, we talk, I hold space. It is something that is very unique and different, and I realize that it's expansive to whether it's somebody closing their store and that transition of the end of the life cycle of that once was identified as them. And
wow.
Right. And or whether they're about to get married, how to support leaving the identity of being themselves single and learning how to unite and doing couples yoga together and at weddings. And it's just been the best gift to be here in Brookings and to listen with a clear mind, a pure mind, and a focused mindset to really be seen with the gifts that I've learned throughout my past up to present moment of even indulging in different certifications of, earning an end-of-life doula certification and earning all my credentials for being a yoga teacher and things of this nature that I honestly don't put too much energy into which I'm about to. I'm about to really just accentuate, and it's time to really be seen. And sometimes that happens when it's so delicate and so sacred and so fragile that we almost don't want anybody to know about it because it's so powerful. And I really believe, yeah.
Yeah, especially with how much our communities have changed. We used to have village lifestyles more, where the elderly and the young people were at the kitchen table for dinner. Now we have people kind of segregated, and how beautiful it is that you've been called to help oftentimes the people who are left alone.
Yeah, and it's just enough is enough. And there's other end of life doulas. So this is really something quick and sad. I hear that they have removed the end of life doula from hospice, home hospice healthcare, which is like a state funded program here in our town of Brookings. Correct me if I'm wrong. Call 541-661-4098. Ask to speak with Amanda Whittemore, because I really need to learn all about this. But it's been said to me from people who work there that there's no more end of life doula, which when they're working with death and the transition, I mean, I wouldn't see bringing a child into this earth without a doula, without support. Same with if you're dying. Why would we leave somebody to die by themselves without support? Sure, they have some support, but there's that missing link. And so some friends in the community have also gone and received their end of life certification. Not that it's required. There's no required. It's not required at all. We've been doing this since the beginning of humanity, being birthed and dying. It's totally normal. However, it's scary. It's a real thing. And just like birthing a new business or ending a business, it's scary. It's a transition. It's huge. It's real. And so, thank you for touching on that.
Members also, that really need that support as well. Having, sat with, my mother and with Carol and several other friends during their last days, it's the closest family members, oftentimes their husbands, their wives, daughters, that sons that require more support in that transitionary space. And I've watched hospice come through, and they're wonderful as far as making sure that bedding's clean, maybe if there's medications, but really there's not that bedside manner. They're in there to do a job, and they're out as fast as they can. And nowadays we're seeing, family members being, unless they have the funding, they're sitting with the family members, oftentimes not able to work, doing the care. And so having someone like you that they can trust, who can really participate. And I've watched you with some of the people that you've been helping. And I mean, you put together birthday parties for 100-year-olds. You get party favors and help them to be able to live out their greatest dreams, and have friends and social interactions. And I've also seen you fulfill their last wishes after they've gone, and making sure that their items get taken where they need to go, or that they get celebrated in a certain manner. And it's really beautiful to see this work, and I'm so glad that you're doing it. And yes, you need to be seen and be able to showcase this great passion of yours, because it's something that's really needed in our community. And to celebrate transitions more as well, just lifestyle transformations, we get to let go of the things that no longer serve us anymore and celebrate walking into new lives, whether it's new businesses, new marriages, new babies, and oftentimes the losses. And that is usually a significant moment when we get to invite a new reality in. kind of like how it is what we were talking about earlier with the seasons changing, we start to watch the leaves fall. And when we are in life transitions, lifestyle transformations, we have to let go of those things that are no longer serving, that are outdated, so we can let in the new and embrace the unknown.
It's very true. And that's the best part about the work that's been chosen that I do is the celebration, like, and bringing love and happiness and peacefulness and like getting rid of the fear and transforming even that and like showing the family how beneficial this is. It really is, you know, like the United States. I love the United States. I live here, but it's one of the only countries that looks it's like the yin and the yang, you know. It's like the only part that everybody's so morbid and sad about death. Like everywhere else in the world, they celebrate it like just as much as having a child or a wedding. They celebrate the death, and I love that part of what we do.
That's incredible. I love that. Well, and that's where with the quality living, we are in a state of celebration every day. We should be celebrating our lives with intention, deliberate decisions, choice, being able to embrace those things that are healthy and really serving us with people, places, things that we feel sustained and that we invest in our wealth of health, right?
Very true.
So yeah, if you were trying to get your bank account full, you would be investing in it. So what about your wellness? Let's start investing in that. That's mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, and financial wellness. They all go hand in hand.
They do. They go hand in hand. That is true.
What a great time. I'm so happy. I so look forward to IYG 2025. Being there in Brookings, Oregon with your beautiful community. Thank you for having me.
Of course, Brookings loves you, and we look forward to seeing you in the future for book signings on Author Day in the library. That is coming up sometime soon. We don't know when, but thank you for being on the show, Cara, and thank you, KCIW listeners. It's another great, beautiful day in Brookings.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're the best. We'll talk to you again.